let's get right into it. The first one I saw was talking about the biggest rivalry game is coming up this week for Ryan Day. Maybe of his career, besides every other Michigan game. It's just there's a lot of big time players in this game. There's gonna be crazy environment and a lot of stakes on this game for him. I've seen a bunch of stats that he's 1-7, 2-6, but he's not good versus top five AP teams at all. So this game will really help him in that aspect. So that's kind of why he needs to win that first of all. I think you can say that same thing for James Franklin. He hasn't beat Ohio State in like 7 years, I believe, or 8 years or something. So it's been a long time, and he really needs to get this win. Try and boost his program that he's been trying to so desperately build for the past like uh you know 10 years, or however long it's been. It's been a while, but uh this guy was saying, I'll still support Ryan Day, but next week will be the tale of exactly where we are as a program, that being Ohio State. They all know, like, the Ohio State knows this more than anybody else, to be honest. Like, they know that they have a lot of pressure. So we're just gonna have to see who shows up, because it's gonna be a really hard game for Ohio State. Uh, the team is probably gonna be preparing a crap ton this week. Really trying to focus in and beat Penn State. So, the second thing I saw was somebody saying the most disrespected team in college football by the books is hands down BYU. I agree with that statement. I think BYU is honestly really underrated. You've seen teams in the Big 12, like Oklahoma State was projected to be pretty good this year, but I think Ollie Gordon was figured out, honestly, and that's why they kind of suck. Arizona was a good team. Uh, Colorado was actually doing pretty good, but BYU is just better than all these teams. I think you can say they're probably better than Kansas State too. Uh, I think Kansas State kind of inconsistent. They show flashes of like not being that great. So BYU definitely gets disrespected. The fact that they're able to survive all these big games in the Big 12, that quite frankly, a lot of the other teams in the Big 12 have been losing, is kind of impressive. Big 12 is kind of just like a hot mess right now. Everybody's losing to everybody, but BYU and also Iowa State, but they've been handling it pretty well. BYU is definitely underrated, definitely disrespected by I think the AP poll, uh, and just people as general. I think they're kind of in shock that BYU is actually doing really good this year, and it's gonna be interesting to see. I think BYU is probably gonna make the playoffs at this rate. They just have to win out, and they'll make the playoffs, which is, I know it's easier said than done, but I think they can definitely win that Big 12 championship. I think Iowa State's a little overrated actually, and I think Kansas State kind of is too. So I think BYU's the best team in the Big 12 as of now. Colorado's up there as well, but yeah, look out for BYU, everybody, and the disrespect for them has to stop at some point. And then the third and final thing I was seeing is somebody talking about who's the best player in college football. So this is Travis Hunter's stats this year. He has 60 catches, 451 offensive snaps, 757 receiving yards, 8 receiving touchdowns. He only has one drop. He has 430 defensive snaps, 120 passing yards allowed, 0 touchdowns allowed, 2 picks, and 4 PBUs. So his stats are insane. Like, I don't know how he is actually able to, like, his athleticism is undenied. Like, you can say Ashton Dempsey might be a better player. You can say at some point Jalen Milrow, people were saying was to be a better player. Even Carson Beck, all these guys, but Cam Ward maybe. But the fact of the matter is that Travis Hunter's athleticism is unmatched by anybody. So if it was going off of athleticism, who's the best athlete? It has to be Travis Hunter, because there's no denying this. I mean, he has what, 881 snaps so far, and it's only like week 9 uh of college football, so that's insane. I don't think people realize how hard that is, honestly. Second thing, he is playing like a top wide receiver and a top defensive back, so he's pretty much playing one of the best positions at 2 spots. So if you guys watch me a lot, earlier in the season I said that Jalen Milrow should win the Heisman, but unfortunately they lost to Vanderbilt, and that chance went out. And to be honest, he's just not been playing great. Lost to Tennessee, so Jalen Milrow, look, he's on the decline from last year, I think, but it's really not. He's not in the race anymore. It's really just him, Ashton Genty, I mean, Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty, and then Cam Ward, I think would be the top runners. If some team, maybe Dylan Gabriel, but I don't think Dylan Gabriel's winning it. I think he's not that great of a quarterback, honestly, but he's not bad. So really, if it comes down to those three guys, like I think Travis Hunter is the best. I think Ashton Genty is doing incredible things right now. He's doing things that running backs haven't been doing in a very long time. It's really impressive to watch him play, but I don't know. It's just Travis Hunter is just really good of an athlete, and it's probably going to come down. I don't think Cam Ward should win the Heisman just because I do think Miami will probably lose again this year, and Cam Ward is probably not going to win it just because of that. And I think they could have lost like 2 or 3 games already. You know, Louisville, Cal, Virginia Tech. They could have lost all those 3 games. So I don't think Cam Ward will, to be honest, even though he's a good player. But he turns it over a lot. He kind of careless with the ball at times. So, but yeah, Travis Hunter as of now should win the Heisman. I think Ashton Genty just his competition is a little easy, and I know it's easy to say that for people just because uh people want Travis Hunter to win, like the media and stuff, but it is true that like he's playing against UNLV and Utah State, whereas Travis Hunter's playing against like Power Four, Power Five conference teams. So and they're still pretty similar. So at that point, I think you have to give it to Hunter. We're never gonna see a guy like this play again. Um, so it's really hard to deny that he should not be the Heisman. But yeah, that's my reaction Monday. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.